Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. We have the SnoJam Comedy Festival coming up the middle of January, and it'll be here before you know it. On the line with me right now, I have Lily Meyer. She's one of the comics that will be here. Lily, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very, very good. Now, I'm on your Facebook page right now stalking you here. It says you live in Boston. Is that right?
Yeah, I lived in Boston for 9 years.
Holy cow. And it gets kind of cold in Boston, so like when you come to visit, you'll be used to the cold, right?
Sort of. Well, I live in Minneapolis now, and that's where I grew up.
Very
I'm
nice.
very used to the cold. Boston is nothing like it. It's much warmer.
So Boston is warmer than the Midwest here?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, very, very nice. So now how long have you been performing stand-up comedy? Is this something you've been doing a while?
Yeah, about 2.5 years. I started in 2019.
And what was it that first kind of drew you into this, that made you decide, I want to get up on a stage and tell jokes to all these strangers?
That's a good question. I don't know. I just thought I'd be good at it. Is that too...
Well, you must be.
Too big there, guys. Thought I'd be good at it.
In this contest, or it's not a contest, but in this festival, there was kind of a contest to get into it. There were over 250 people who submitted videos, and you were one of the best of the best of the best. So you must be pretty darn good at this.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah.
And now, do you have a comedian or two that are people that you kind of look up to, who you go, oh, this is like my favorite comic?
Yeah, there's a lot of comics that I look up to. I think the ones that I like the best, I really look up to Nikki Glazer. She's like a female comic that's been around for a bit. I like a lot of like looking up to other female comics, and not only them. There's some others that I really like to watch as well. Like I really like right now, Sam Morril is one of my favorites, and I like Taylor Tomlinson as well. So, yeah, those are the ones on the top of my head right now. But
so now, what would you say is your comedic style? So when people see you on stage, what type of comedy do you typically do?
I do a lot of, I tell a lot of, I guess, stories, you could say. I'm not a big, set up punchline, although I have a couple of those, but mostly just like talking about things that have happened to me, stuff like that. So kind of what, is that clear enough? I feel like that was very unclear.
No, that makes perfect sense to me. And have you been to Sioux Falls before, or will this be your first time to Sioux Falls?
I've driven through Sioux Falls before, but I've never been there before.
Well, we're excited to have you here for the SnoJam Comedy Festival. And do you know some of the other comics that are going to be here, or are you going to be meeting a whole bunch of new people as well?
It's mostly new people. There's a couple people that I did another festival with, and there's another comic from Minneapolis who I sort of know, but mostly new people, so that's exciting. I get to meet a lot of new people. And
there's a lot of fun people that are going to be a part of this. Thank you for being one of them.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And again, if people would like to find you online, is there a place that you would typically send them? Like I said, I'm on your Facebook page, but do you have like a comedy page somewhere?
I have like a Twitter and an Instagram. That's usually where I send people.
And how do they find you? Just look for Lily Meyer?
Yeah, so it's Lily with 2 Y's, so Lillyy, and then Meyer is Meyyer, because Lily Meyer was taken. So
there's a lot of Y's there.
So clever. I know. I had to be clever. It was
there you go. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you during the SnoJam Comedy Festival, and excited to have you come to Sioux Falls.
I'm excited to come and meet you as well.
Absolutely. Again, Lily Meyer, one of the many very funny comics that are going to be performing during the SnoJam Comedy Festival. It is a fundraiser for Special Olympics of South Dakota. It's a great thing to be a part of. Tickets are on sale right now. We've got events on January 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. It's the first time ever that it's been a 4-day event, and we've got a nice big opening act and a nice big closing act and a bunch of great stuff in between. All of the details can be found at snowjamcomedyfest.com.